All right, we need to have a serious talk. We're going to talk about the gap. You know the one, that painful, frustrating space between the person you are right now and the person you know deep down you could be. It's a tough conversation for sure, but it might just be the most important one you'll ever have.
And let's just get right into it. No warm-up. Have you ever had that feeling, that pit in your stomach when you look at your own reflection and the person looking back just isn't the one you pictured? That feeling? That's our starting line. That's where all real change begins.
So, that feeling? It has a name. We're calling it the gap. And this slide lays it out perfectly. Over here, you've got the couch scroller. Hey, we've all been there. Comfortable, scrolling, maybe a little too complacent. But over there, that's the peak warrior. That's the version of you that lives in your head, disciplined, strong, focused. That empty space in the middle, that's the whole battlefield.
And here's the cold, hard truth of it. Most people, they never actually cross that gap. They spend their entire lives just looking. They get stuck in this endless negotiation with their old self, the one who loves excuses and absolutely hates being uncomfortable. Today is about ending that negotiation for good and finally taking a step forward.
So what's the very first trap we fall into? Oh, it's a big one. And it's a lie. It's this idea we've been sold that you have to wait for some magical feeling of motivation to strike before you can do anything. Waiting to feel like it, that is probably the #1 reason people stay stuck on the wrong side of the gap forever.
And just look at this comparison. It's so clear. Motivation is just a feeling. It comes and goes. It's totally unreliable, like that friend who only shows up when things are easy. But discipline, that's a system. It's a lifestyle. It's unwavering. Discipline doesn't give a damn how you feel. It just gets the work done, day in and day out.
And this quote, man, this just nails it. You're waiting for permission. You're waiting to feel ready. You have to give that permission to yourself. Greatness isn't something you need before you start. Starting is the non-negotiable price of admission for ever becoming great.
Okay, now for the next part. And I'm not going to lie, this one is intense. Something in you has to die. The person who made all the choices that got you here, right now. That person cannot be the one to get you where you want to go. That part of you that makes excuses, that seeks comfort, that procrastinates, it has to go.
And this process, this funeral for your old self, it has a name. It's called the lonely chapter. Think of it as a season. Maybe it's 3 months, maybe it's 6, where you intentionally just disappear. You pull back from all the noise, all the distractions, to give yourself the space to completely reset your entire life.
And this isn't just some vague concept. It's a real plan. Step 1, cut out the distractions. Be ruthless. Delete the time-wasting apps. Cancel the subscriptions that drain you. Step 2, stop explaining yourself. Your mission, your growth, it is not up for a vote. And step 3, the big one. Take extreme ownership of everything. Your money, your health, your thoughts. The blame game is over.
Okay, so you're in this lonely chapter, you've cut the noise, but the goal still feels massive, right? Like a mountain. So how do you start climbing? Here's the secret, and it's a little counterintuitive. You have to be willing to start shamefully small. Forget the big, heroic leap. We're talking about a first step that's so tiny it's almost impossible to fail.
And here's exactly what that looks like. Your big goal is to run a mile? Forget it. Today, your only job is to walk 1 block. That's it. You want to study for 5 hours straight? Nope. Start with 50 focused minutes. You dream of building an empire? Awesome. Today, all you have to do is lay 1 single brick, and you lay it perfectly.
Now, what happens when you start stacking these tiny, shameful wins day after day? You create something incredibly powerful called built belief. And listen, this isn't some fluffy believe-in-yourself mantra. This is a real, undeniable stack of proof. It's your personal resume that proves to you that you're the kind of person who can do hard things because you have a growing track record of doing them.
Now let's zoom out for a second, because all of this has a new level of urgency. This isn't just about personal fulfillment anymore. The AI revolution isn't on its way. It's already here. So much of what we used to call mundane intellectual labor is being automated away. Frankly, being average is about to become a very dangerous place to be.
So, what's the answer? How do you make yourself irreplaceable in this new world? You have to double down on the things that make you human. The 4 C's. These are the skills no machine can touch. Deep critical thinking, world-class communication, genuine creativity, and seamless collaboration. This right here, this is your new curriculum for the future.
And the ultimate goal of all this? It's to become what author Seth Godin calls a purple cow. Think about it. You drive past a field of 100 brown cows. You don't even notice them. But if one of them was purple, you'd slam on the brakes. That's the goal, to become so unique, so good at solving hard problems, that you become impossible to ignore. So let's bring this all back home. I want to ask you a question, and I want it to hit you right in the chest. Are your Januaries running out? Seriously, think about it. How many times have you said, "This is the year," only to end up in the exact same spot 12 months later? Time is the only resource you can never, ever get back.
But here's the beautiful part. You just need to start. It's called the Matthew Principle, and it basically says that success builds on itself. Once you finally get moving, momentum kicks in. Those shamefully small wins start to stack up and compound, creating this incredible snowball effect of positive change in your life.
So, what's the takeaway? It all boils down to this. First, take radical ownership. You have to admit to yourself that it's your fault you're still standing on this side of the gap. Nobody else's. Own it. And then, right now, take one step. Just one.
Because in the end, it really is that simple. It's one final start choice. You can wake up tomorrow and finally start the work of chasing down your dreams, or you can hit the snooze button again and just keep sleeping with them. The potential is there. The blueprint is in front of you. But that first step, that choice, is yours, and yours alone.